live now, all right? I'm just
It
going to
says
make sure.
recording.
I know it says
Yo.
recording, but we're just going to do some teething problems. All right, so
Push the
don't
button.
see you live on Rotten. You're not live. Fuck. Why are you not live?
Who?
Why is who not? Okay, it says DN. Okay, yeah. It says I'm live, and I just got the one from Movie Match, and I got the one from DNJ. So we good. Let's do this.
No, they're not live.
Yes, they are. I just got the notification. What are you talking about?
I'm looking on their video. Oh, right. Okay, now you are.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. See what I'm talking about?
Sorry, mate.
Sorry, mate. You don't know what you're talking about.
Right.
Good.
So the teething is sorted. One more thing. I'm just going to share this stuff into Facebook. So if anyone's watching, chime in. Let us know what you're doing. We're going to have a great video today. We've got something good to say. Just making sure everything is good.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So
Yo, Darrell, you good?
all right. I'm
Yeah.
sharing all this into Facebook. Okay.
Hey, Derek, can you see the chat from your end?
What
Do you have access from the chat?
I can see it.
You have that. You have access
Oh,
to the
hold
chat
on.
on this platform?
I see it.
Yeah. Chime in,
Alright,
everyone. How's your Saturday?
All right, yeah,
you-
because it's not working for me on my end on this one, but it's all right as long as one of us is running the chat. So one of you guys should definitely run the chat. Auto scroll is enabled. All right, cool. Sure.
You put Saturday, Dave. You supposed to be Sunday.
Oh shit, you're right. It is Sunday. God dang. My bad. Sunday. It's the Lord.
So anyone chiming in, let us know if you're joined in or what's going on.
All right. So today, if you guys have not read the title, we're talking about Rotten Tomatoes. But before we do that, let's go ahead and introduce this panel of misfits.
Yes. Right. So we have all four of us, usual suspects. My bad day, my bad Sunday. Is you putting that in? All right. So we got panel here. Me from Movie Mash. We got D&J movie reviews who are kind of that way, and we got Cinema Chop Shop. Right. So let me, before I give him more introduction, I'm going to give quickly what we're going to do. So the other day I was going through Rotten Tomatoes, not tomatoes. Yeah, Rotten Tomatoes. Top 200 horror movies. Now we might not do all that, and I couldn't believe what was in the top 10, 20, 30. It just didn't make any sense to me. Yeah, and we thought we'd do a video, not to share ranking, but just to kind of analyze what's what where, if you get what I mean. Now, back to that. So we got D&J here. Now, if you're on their channel, let us know. If you're on Movie Mash or Cinema Chop Shop, jump over to the channel because they're great guys. They've got great chemistry together. They do live reactions, not live, but reactions to movies, trailers, and they do reviews. And if you happen not to like what they do, well, there you go. If you don't like what they do, then you'll probably like their thumbnails, because that's definitely something they're amazing at. Do you know what I mean? I'm just kidding. They're spot on. Now, if you like Cinema Chop Shop, now this is one of the best channels on YouTube. Cinema Chop Shop. He's constantly busy. He puts a lot of work in. He's got so many videos. He talks about, it's not just reviews. He loves horror, but it's not just reviews. It's podcasts, it's discussions. They're all good stuff. Now, the one thing that's the best thing about his channel is his intro. Now, that intro is one of the best intros on YouTube history. Yeah. The good thing about it is that you could probably go for a sleep, go for a run, go for something to eat, and come back, and you still catch his video because it hasn't even started yet. You know. So check out Davey anyway from the 80s. Look, we're always ripping on each other, right? So there you go. So we got just quickly, I want to, just for the sake of it, because I do feel that your channel, the intro is really good. So let's just play it if that's okay. Yeah, can we play your intro? You don't mind? Yeah. And go.
People have waited in line just to share this experience of Venom, Candyman, Night of the Living Dead, The Rock, Final Destination. But I want you to know you are now entering the
Cinema
Chop Shop with a top and a pop. Boom, boom, bop.
The Cinema Chop Shop.
Amazing. Bravo.
Sorry,
bravo.
guys. Did I miss anything? I just took a shower, had something to eat, changed my clothes. Sorry. Yeah, I didn't miss anything, did I? Oh, I made myself a coffee as well. Wow. I was waiting. Here you go.
Hilarious.
So, yeah, there you go. That was the best intro ever. I got to make dinner, have a shower, change my clothes, and we're ready to go. Right. That's my hat look. Yeah. Come on, that was brilliant. Come on, I had time to do all that. Right.
Wasting time. You're wasting time.
Shut up. I'm up late. It's bedtime for me anyway. So,
Hey.
all right. So anyone
What's
chiming
up?
in, we've got one person looking, so it doesn't matter. Right. So let's go. So as I said, like, we're not going to really rank them ourselves. We're just going to quickly go through them, okay? And unfortunately, we're going to get a bit small, but, you know, such is life.
Such is life.
Such is life. Right. Let's start off with the first two, right? Jaws and this, because the reason why I wanted to start with...
Let the right one in?
Yeah, so the reason why I wanted to start...
The remake?
It's the original, right? The reason why I wanted to start with one is that instead of starting at the bottom going up, I wanted people to see what's the top lot and then what comes after it to go, what the hell? Do you know what I mean? So, Jaws, number one. Now, to be fair, Jaws is a classic. Horror, there's some good bits, but as number one, it would be number one in other cases and other things. But when it comes to horror, this is number one over what? Exorcist, Halloween, and all that. Psycho.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. So let the right one in. What do you like? It's a good movie. It's especially the original. Actually, the remake's good. But what do you guys think? Do you think it's good?
I've only seen the remake. I've never seen the remake.
Sorry?
It shouldn't be over Halloween.
No, but I mean, do you think they deserve to be in the top 10? I mean, look, we're all different. If anyone is watching and want to leave a comment and join in, let us know.
10, if it's in the top 10, Jaws should be right at probably about 8 or 9.
We're talking about the top 200 horror movies.
Oh.
You have to remember, there's not billions, but millions of horror movies over the years. And look, Jaws is a great movie, no doubt. And I know Davey hasn't seen it. Would you believe Davey hasn't seen it, right? But coming in at number one, I don't know. That's number two as well. So let's jump down.
No, but I haven't seen the original Let the Right One In. I've only seen the remake, but I mean, I'm pretty damn sure that number two is a hell of a reach.
Yes, I agree. Right. So moving along. Oop, we go down a bit too fast. We've got Alien and Get Out. Get Out. Yeah. Now, I can accept Alien, the first one, being in the top 10. I can accept it. Maybe not my choice, but I can accept it being there because it is technically a horror movie and it's got loads of tension, gore, and all that. So I can accept it. Get Out. It's a great movie. I see it more as a kind of a thriller sort of thing. Do you know, what do you guys think, Davey?
It's a thriller.
I mean, it has horror aspects. I mean, it was advertised as a horror movie. This was Jordan Peele's introduction into horror. This was what coined Jordan Peele as the new face of horror. So we gotta like kind of take it for what it is. You know what I mean? I mean, it has a lot of different elements to it, but top 10 is a reach. I definitely can see it cracking maybe the top 20.
Yeah, I mean, I would be okay with that, but compared to the amount of horror movies from the 80s, 90s, and recently, it's still even that's a reach for me. But I could accept it.
In top 20.
Yeah, I could.
I mean, because then
What about top 50, Derek?
maybe. Like I can look, if it was in top 20, I wouldn't mind. But when you see the rest, you'll say, yeah, it should be in the top 10, right?
But hold on, let me say something though. We have to also put our biases to the side. There's movies that we hold dear to our heart that storyline wise probably aren't the greatest when you compare it to a more story driven movie. So I can see somebody putting a Get Out over a Texas Chainsaw Massacre simply because the story that was being told, the type of acting that was happening.
Very unnerving.
So it really depends on like what is guiding your list. Like, are you talking about like which ones are like just the good movies, or are you just talking about like, oh, these are just the epitome of horror? You get what I'm saying?
Well, horror, because it says the top 200 greatest horror movie.
Yeah, but then you have greatest. So when you hear greatest, like I'm thinking like your scares are good, your kills are good, your storyline's good, your characters are great. We're talking about like overall, just like a great film.
Sorry, let me refer. It says top 200 best horror movies. That's what it says.
Best. I mean, same thing. Like if you're talking best, we're talking about.
Yeah, I know. I agree. I said if it's in the top 20, I could be okay with that. It's just there's so many. It's hard to make sure, but I'd be comfortable with it. Also, I want to point out is when you see an old movie on this, right, and you go, oh, that's dumb, that's old. You have to remember when that movie came out. Maybe it's the 20s, 30s, 60s. You have to understand that was terrifying back then to them. So even now to us would be like, no. But yeah, so you have to take that into account too. But let's move along, right? So we got, all right, we're going to go down to 5 and 6. You know what I'm going to say about that.
Psycho, those are good movies. Those are good picks.
No, I think Psycho is definitely, I could see it in the top 20 or even top 10, because even though people may not be as frightened of it now, back in the day, people were terrified, and it was kind of start the genre of slashers. Also, we've got what was it, the big twist at the end, which movies didn't really have back then. Do you know what I mean? But, so I can accept.
If I gotta be 100% honest with you, so far like I'm not mad at this list. Like I wouldn't agree with it. But I can definitely see most of the picks in this so far. I can see why they're ranking, why they're putting it together. Now, I wouldn't have Jaws higher than Psycho. I mean, I probably wouldn't have Let the Right One In higher than Psycho, or Silence of the Lambs for that matter. I don't think I would even have Alien higher than those, but that's just me.
No, I'm with you. But like I will say about Silence of the Lambs, again, I feel like it's more of a psychological thriller. It has a horror in it. There's some messed up parts in it. And it's a really good tension film. Like it's a good film, so I can accept it.
The hell? The hell happened?
Where's Justin?
I'm here.
All right, okay. Yeah, so as I said, like with Silence, I mean, have you guys seen Silence of the Lambs and Psycho, Justin and Darrell?
I haven't seen Psychos, but I think Silence of the Lamb, I've probably seen bits and pieces of it. Like I can't I haven't seen like the whole movie, but I've seen like bits and pieces of it. But it's just like it's been like a while back and all stuff. I have to probably watch it again.
That's me with Jaws. Like I've seen bits and pieces of Jaws. Like I've probably seen the whole movie like in pieces throughout time, but I've never sat down and watched it.
Yeah.
Hi Renamon, how you doing? Am I saying that right?
Yeah, Renamon. That's right.
Yeah, how you doing, mate? It's good to see you. Or hear
What's up,
from you.
What's up, Renamon?
All right. Well, look, I'm not going to argue with Silence of the Lambs and Psycho in number 10. I may not rank them that way, but you know how you kind of, Darrell, leave it alone. So let's move along to 7 and 8. Now, this is where Davey comes in real handy, right? Because you're into horror, you're into foreign horror movies. Do you know?
Never heard of One Cut of the Dead. I've never heard of that.
Now, I can't comment on this, But I am curious to see it now after it's 2017. I am actually curious to see because it's in the top 10. Do you know what I mean?
And has 100% score.
Yeah, so I'm actually curious to see it. It says rainy and bloody equal. Anyway, it doesn't. I can't see. It's too small. But right, moving because we don't know. Let's move along. We can't judge what it is. Do you know?
Can I stop you real quick? Hey, Darrell, could you do a mic check real quick? Say something.
He's gone.
Yeah, his mic. I think that's what he's been messing with. He's been trying to get his mic to work. I think he's been trying to get his mic to work this whole time. That's why. I turned his volume up.
We heard him a minute ago.
Yeah. Darrell, hit the little microphone at the bottom with the arrow pointing up, and then see if you can switch your microphone.
I can see he's trying. He's going on. What about if you leave and come back in?
That might work.
Yeah. All right. So just on another note, while Darrell's doing that, let's talk about number 8.
All right.